It was a blast getting to work on your surfing this week, Willow. Honestly, you brought a lot of joy to every session, and you made so much progress. It was, yeah, beautiful to see you having just so much fun flying like a pelicano. The first thing I want to know is how are you feeling about surfing before we work together? What things were you going through in your surfing that were challenging for you?
I think I was feeling like I should want to go surfing, especially being around a lot of people who were fully stoked to go. And I just kind of, anytime I decided I was going surfing, I would kind of dread it and feel nervous all morning. Feel like my nerves completely all bundled up. I was afraid of paddling out and kind of afraid of catching a wave because it meant that I was going to have to paddle out again. And no one else around me seemed to feel that way, and so frustrated that I didn't feel excited about surfing. And surfing years ago, I knew that I had gotten to that point before where I felt excited to surf, and I completely lost that.
So you're having a lot of fear just about paddling out and getting out there, and feeling alone in that fear, it seemed like.
Yeah, feeling alone and like feeling alone in the paddle out. And I felt like every time I did it, whether I succeeded or not at getting out into the outside, I felt like it would be really helpful to have someone sort of holding my hand and being there with me just so that I could rewire that in my brain and my body that I'm safe, I'm okay. Just really telling my nervous system that it's it's okay to paddle out and I'm not gonna die. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
So I think logically you knew that, right? Even in those times where you
Yeah.
felt scared to go surfing, you knew that you were going to be fine, but it was really about rewiring your body to also know that truth,
Yeah.
that you're capable of handling the conditions out there and getting out there and actually making it fun instead of scary.
Yes.
That's a huge block. And so even just you being open to working with me says a lot that you were willing to face that fear, willing to make a change, take an action that was going to help you enjoy surfing again. In our time working together, what were the things that really helped you overcome that fear that you had of going surfing and got you to a place of actually having fun out there?
There were a few things that, more than a few things, but a few things that like instantly changed my fear into excitement and really shifted that energy. And I didn't really believe you at first. I was a little resistant, but I was so willing to get help and ready to have that shift that I really wanted your help and your expertise in this. And I'm so glad that we got to work together because I noticed the shift. There was a huge shift in 10 minutes in, and there was another huge shift 20 minutes in, and then it just kept, my fear just kept decreasing. And you kept saying that knowledge helps with the fear because they're like getting rid of any of the unknowns. And I just felt really resistant to that being the answer.
I understand.
But it was the answer. It was really big for me to create more eye discipline. Like even just having you alongside me paddling out started to erase some of that fear. And then we very quickly realized that my paddling was super inefficient and I was disservicing myself. So of course it was going to be scary paddling out because I was using like tiny little doggy paddles and just using my wrists and forearms and not moving from the shoulders at all. I had no depth in my paddle. And as soon as we changed that, I was able to move my board much more efficiently. It moved further through the water much more quickly, which let me get ahead of getting stuck in the impact zone. But also knowing I could not hesitate at the wave, and you showed me like just like powering through, made it so that I got over maybe 50% of the waves that I would have like hopped off my board and just like taken the white water from. And I was clearly able to get over those, especially with more efficient paddling. So that changed everything. And as soon as I started doing that over and over, I got to start rewiring my body and my nervous system to realize like, oh no, I'm not unsafe. I can actually get out. And the adrenaline in my body over the week, and even over the first session, I felt the adrenaline decrease in my body. My body would shake in the beginning like I was about to die. It felt like I might throw up. And then all of a sudden I started laughing and having fun and having an easy time paddling out. And it was the knowledge too of like when to paddle, where to paddle. I'm going to feel so much more confident on my own paddling out. And even if I have to get off my board at any point to get under a wave, I'm probably going to come up laughing. Because instead of in fear of like, oh my gosh, I can't paddle out, which is what was happening before. Or just like a total freeze state.
From what you're telling me, it's like getting those like little truths about paddling and when to go out, and the effect of being disciplined with your eyes and knowing what you're looking at. It just allowed you to step into the confident version of you, right?
Yeah.
Because you are strong, you're athletic, you are super capable. And as soon as we just applied a little tweaking or paddling, it's like you felt agile out there. You felt like you could move efficiently and make it over those waves and not have to sit there being scared of it, breaking on top of you. It's like just learning how to be efficient with your movements just gave you all your power back.
Yeah, so much confidence from that. And not even like feeling like I'm in control of my board. I was instantly more in harmony with my board and with the ocean. Yeah, I felt like I was starting to dance with the ocean, with my board. I was able to tell my board what to do without trying to make it do something. That was another huge shift for my confidence. It was like just trust not only in my board, but myself and the things that you were sharing for me to do and to focus on. Just trusting in those completely allowed me to prove to myself that you really don't need to think about 10 different things at once. You just need to focus on the 2 essential things, and then everything else follows. And getting to do that over and over and having repetitions and waves and rewrite it in my body, I got to prove to myself that those things work.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's such a common thing that I'm telling people that I work with is trust the technique. Kudos to you, because the techniques that we talked about, with the paddling first and then being able to catch waves at an angle and actually start going down the line and flying like a pelicano, like you took them and you implemented them right away. And I was super, super impressed by that. Just the speed that you were able to implement the things that we were talking about. And the result was just having so much more fun, right?
So much more fun.
Yeah.
I got to feel like a child out in the water.
Yeah.
It was just playful. And really cool to see me attempting to surf on my own one week, and even seeing videos from that and not feeling anywhere in control of my board or my nervous system, even though I teach nervous system work. And I still feel like I was just absolutely losing my ability to regulate my nervous system. And then, all it is technique.
Definitely.
And then someone believing in you. I think that was huge too. Not just telling me what to do, like you're actually coaching, holding space for me, believing in me. And all of that made me feel safe and my nervous system feel safe to execute the techniques. And then as soon as I use the techniques, I just absolutely proved to myself that it works.
Yeah.
So you can just trust that if you're doing those things, then the board will follow.
I love that. And just watching you, like when you had that perfect drop in, you kept your weight forward, like on the wave today where you just took off and we're flying down the line. I'm like, it's so cool because you get that feeling and it's that feedback that you get from the board and the wave. You're like, that felt amazing. Let's just do that again, right? You go out there and surf without me. It's like you've gotten that feedback before from the board and the wave, and you know the technique, you know what to do. So just chase that feeling.
Yeah, today I built so much stoke, and I was like, I felt I felt the word frothy.
Frothy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is it. This is why people are obsessed. And I always feel that with snowboarding, but I had not been feeling that with surfing. So I am, so grateful.
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. It's clear that you're frothy about surfing now. You're excited to get back out there, keep having those wonderful feelings, to keep flying like a pelicano.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just happy I could be a part of that.
My mind is blown that last week I was absolutely, like, I would use the word terrified. I would still go out even though I was terrified, but I would almost like just keep instilling being terrified of like, oh yeah, this is a scary thing. But I still was having trouble wanting to go the next day. And each day this week, I've wanted to go more and more and more, even if I was tired, even if I was exhausted, the frothiness was building.
So let's keep it building.
Yeah.
Let's keep it freaking
More
building.
pelicano flying.
Yes. Yeah, because is there really a feeling like that in the world?
No.
No, it's so good.
It's so cool to be carried by the wave and be in exactly the right spot where there is no effort other than a few techniques and trust.
I'm super grateful to be a part of that transformation for you. So let's keep having fun. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.